Hi friends, this is Chirag and in this video we are going to talk about thread naming, thread scheduling, thread priorities, right? So today we are going to talk about how to get and set name of the threads, how to get and set priorities of threads. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to repeat whatever I've done, or rather I should say we have done till the last lecture, right? What we have done is we have created threads using a runnable interface, and we have created two classes that implements runnable interface. We have created objects of those classes, right? And then we have created threads and passed those classes inside those threads, right? And then we have started those threads simply, right? And what does this no these classes do? They have a run function that is needed for in order to implement runnable interface that simply prints ping and pong, right? Let's keep this aside for a second. Okay, so now first of all let me talk about how to set name of a particular thread. So if we will no, if we will run t1 dot get name, means first of all we will see how to get the names of threads. So let's print t1 dot get name. We haven't set name right now, right? We haven't set any name, we haven't assigned any name to this thread, t1 thread, right? But still, if we will try to access the name, what are we going to get, right? So thread 0 and thread 1 is what we are getting. So these are the by default value what Java assigns to thread. When we haven't assigned anything to the thread, this is what Java assigns to thread. So to the first thread, Java will assign thread 0, and to the second thread, Java will assign thread 1, right? Let me show you. So look, here we go, thread, and here it is the by default name thread and next thread now, right? Okay. So this is when we haven't assigned anything to threads. So let us try to assign something, right? And how do we assign it? We assign it by using t1 dot set name. Set name, let's say we name it, right, anything, right? And we assign t2 thread as t2 dot set name as 1, right? So this set name function, this set name method of thread class, this takes argument, this takes string as an argument, right? It's kind of obvious. So it takes string as an argument. Here you go, here you go. So if we will print this now, what are we going to get? So first of all, initially the name of our first thread was thread 0, and then it's been assigned no Chunu, whatever, right? Chunu is being assigned as a name to the first thread, and the name of the second thread was thread 1. Then Munnu has been assigned the name to the second thread, right? Right. Okay, so far so good. Now, no, what if it's kind of inconvenient to you know uh, set the name of thread like this, right? Isn't there any method of assigning the name more conveniently, right? Like when we initiate a thread, no, can't we assign any name? Then we can do it. Actually, this thread constructor, this constructor of thread takes string as an argument, string as a second argument, right? So method overriding happening here, right? So we can set this when we initialize the thread, when we start the thread, right? So if you'll go here, you'll see that thread constructor, this constructor takes renewable target as an argument and another argument as name, right? So it sets its this thread's name by using this constructor. Okay, so we have learned how to get name, how to set name. Now let's talk about thread scheduling, right? So what is thread scheduling? Thread scheduling is basically the method using which, or the algorithms using which, the threads are being assigned to the CPU. The processes are being assigned to the CPU, right? It could be of many types, right? Like what? Like round robin, that is kind of very famous algorithm of thread scheduling, and some other preemptive algorithms, right? So some of these preemptive algorithms depends upon what? Thread priority, sets the process up as per the priority of the processes, right? So higher the priority, the easier it will become for that thread to get the CPU, right? So let's say if one thread, by the way, this priority is measured from on a scale of 1 to 10, right? So let's say this is our thread 1 and this is our thread 2. So if we want to get the priority of thread 1, so if I'll do this as out dot e1 dot get priority, and e2 dot get priority, right? So what will we get? What is the by default value of priority? Look, by default the priority is 5 and 5. Now, as I've already told, that this priority is measured on a scale of 1 to 10. So the lowest priority will be 1. So let's say I want to assign this T1 thread as lowest priority. T1 dot set priority. I can do it with the help of set priority function, set priority method, and it takes an integer as an argument, right? So let's put it there. Let's say I have assigned 1. That means now the priority of T1 thread is lowest, and let's say I want to assign the T2 thread as highest priority. So what I will do is this T2 dot set priority and 10. Right now it's been assigned as highest priority, right? So initially the priority of thread first was 5, and then later it's been assigned 1 because we have done it. And initially the priority of thread 2 also was 5, right? But later it's been assigned 10, highest priority, right? So these lowest priority and highest priority is a constant, right? You can also, if you don't want to write it in numericals, right, in integers, you can also pass these constant thread dot min priority. Now this min priority is 1. This is a constant here, and you can also set thread dot max priority, right? This max priority is also a constant in thread class. So if you'll see, these all three are constants. Min priority is 1, max priority is 10, And then we also have non-priority, normal priority, right? So this is the default priority that is assigned to a thread. So if we will see mm, the set priority function, so first of all it is checking whether the priority is, if the priority is more than max priority or less than min priority, then straight up throw new illegal argument exception, right? So when this T1 thread will go to the CPU, hey CPU, would you please no run me, and me on the same time this T2 also reaches to the CPU and asks to run, then CPU will prefer this later thread, T2 thread. Why it is so? Because it is having higher priority than T1 thread, right? So this is how it works. This is how thread scheduling works. If you want to know read in a much better way about it, you can certainly read it in operating system syllabus. If I'll tell it, it will become, no, it will go out of scope of the discussion of this lecture particularly. So yeah, so that's all. If you like the video, then hit the like button and subscribe for more videos. Bye bye.